Hey guys, Kiel here, you're watching Gamer. Welcome back. Today I'm gonna talk about NX news. Yep, there's been an investors meeting of Nintendo a while ago and a lot of NX news came out of it. And I had my first reactions of all those news, but kept them to myself, process all the information that came out, Like, instead of immediately jumping and reacting to everything that came out of it, I was like, let's hang back, think about it, and then make a video. Which I'm doing right now. Now, in this meeting, they told their investors that NX will be coming in March 2017. This is weird. Why? For a couple of reasons. First of all, everyone was expecting this new Nintendo console to be released this fall. The holiday season is typically the season to launch hardware. Every major console, as good as every major console, always have launched in the fall of a year. Because holiday seasons, with Christmas and Thanksgiving, people want to spend lots and lots of money. Typically, so new hardware makes sense. Nintendo's not doing that. That's weird. The second weird thing is that they won't be showing it off at E3 this year because it's too early, because it's coming out in March. I'll come back on that later. The only thing they're gonna have on E3 this year is Zelda, and only Zelda, nothing more. Which I'm like, really? One game for an entire booth at E3? Because Nintendo has a really big presence there. And also, the Zelda will also be ported to NX and will also come to the Wii U. That's also weird, and I also have an issue with that. So, the thing is, with Zelda Wii U, I'm just going to call it that because we don't know the real title. With Zelda Wii U also being ported to NX, it's like the Twilight Princess story all over again. Twilight Princess was originally a Zelda game for the Nintendo GameCube, but got delayed so they can make a port for Nintendo Wii U. I remember that, like, it was in 2005 or something, and I was like, God damn it, I want my Wii U Zelda that looks awesome, which had an awesome trailer and screenshots. And I was like, when it came out, I bought Twilight Princess on my GameCube. I did not buy it on the Wii because I thought, like, I don't want to jiggle with a controller. I want to push a button to wield a sword, and that's why I never picked up Twilight Princess on the Wii. It's like, why would you do that when you have the best version on the GameCube? I don't know which versions will be better, the Wii U version or the NX version. We'll just have to wait and see. But the weird thing about it is Wii U does not have a dedicated Zelda game. That's really, really weird. That really says to me, like, yeah, Wii U's a failure and Nintendo's just like dropping it. They just don't care anymore. And there are almost no games coming out till 2017 for Wii U anymore, so they're really like just letting it die, just crash and burn hard. I'll come back on that also later. Because on the NES, you had Legend of Zelda 1 and 2. They were specific for that console. Yeah, there were later ports, don't count. They were at that time only on that console. Super NES, you had A Link to the Past, only on that console. N64 or Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, only on N64. Then GameCube, you had Wind Waker, you had Four Swords, and you had then Twilight Princess. Now Twilight Princess came to GameCube and Wii. Yes. So I don't really count it as a dedicated Zelda for the GameCube. I am only counting Wind Waker and Four Swords. Yeah, Wind Waker got an HD port on the Wii U. Doesn't count, it came later. I'm talking about the generation itself. Then on Wii, we got Twilight Princess, which came on 2 consoles, so don't count it. But then we also had Skyward Sword, a dedicated Zelda on that console. Now we have Wii U. It had Skyward Sword HD and it had Twilight Princess HD. Both were ports from the GameCube and /Wii era. And now we're gonna get Zelda Wii U and Zelda NX. So this is really a statement from Nintendo, like that they have no faith in the Wii U anymore. It's like really, it doesn't get a dedicated Zelda. It's still gonna get the Wii U port because they promised probably. I also personally think Legend of Zelda Wii U could have come out this holiday for Wii U. I think it's as good as finished, but they're holding it back because the porting to the NX takes more time and they want to launch it with the NX and then on Wii U like they did with the GameCube version. GameCube version was as good as done, but they also delayed it so they could port it to the Wii. So that kind of sucks for us Wii U fans. No Zelda for us this holiday. This fall holiday, I mean. It's weird. It's really, Nintendo's really letting Wii U die. It's gonna be a couple of games still coming in this May and in June. And then E3 is only gonna be Zelda, so maybe they're gonna take some game out of their head that we don't know exists yet. But as of this time, it's looking really bad for the Nintendo Wii U, like really bad. Now, what's the reason they don't show NX yet? Because they probably don't want to give away its revolutionary features because they're saying it's going to be something amazing. But why specifically the March 2017 date is because the new president of Nintendo said that he wants to launch the NX with an amazing launch games. And months following up to the launch, more AAA Nintendo games are coming. Like maybe every month, because the biggest problem the Wii U had was lack of games, a weak launch lineup. So Nintendo now is like, we're not going to repeat that mistake. We're going to double down on games for the Nintendo NX, like a really strong push at the beginning of that console. In that sense, I'm like, yep, way to go, awesome decision. We still don't know what the console is, we still don't know what the games are, but hey, one day gets probably announced in the Nintendo Direct later this year, because they won't say anything at E3. It will be a make or break point for the Nintendo NX. If, like they said, they can deliver, show the NX, whatever it is, and then launch games, Mario, Zelda, Metroid, I don't know, whatever, all bam, an amazing launch lineup that probably will get us a big push and will hopefully sell lots of units. They already said they're not gonna sell the NX with a loss. Typically, big companies, when they're pushing a new console, in the beginning the console is very expensive and most of the time the companies sell their console with a loss, but more consoles you sell, slim versions, console will get cheaper, hardware will get cheaper, plus all the games make up for it. They eventually make money off the games and not really the hardware. Nintendo said, we're not gonna sell NX with a loss. So maybe it will be the first Nintendo home console to be 400 to 500 euros or dollars, who knows. That's it, like, you know, for my thoughts on Wii U. We have no idea what it is. I'm sorry, for NX we have no idea what it is, so we'll just have to wait and see. Back to Wii U. I've listed the games that you can pre-order today at the biggest video store in Belgium. And it's a really thin list. Oh my god. So, according to the stuff I found that you can pre-order on Nintendo Wii U, The games are, they're not a lot, I have the dates on my small paper. On the 24th of June, we'll have Mario and Sonic on the Olympics of Rio. Do not care about that game at all. We have Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I do not care about the game. I think it's really weird, not my cup of tea, but hey, if you like that, go ahead. And also on the 24th we have Mighty Number 9. That's a game I will definitely pick up. It's a Mega Man successor. It looks cool, it's a smaller title, it will only cost 30 euros when it launches brand new. It's a small, amazing looking game for a good price at launch. Hey, I'm down with it. And then we have the 26th of June, Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. I buy most of my Lego games on my Wii U for two reasons. One, my Wii U need games. Second, Lego games are family friendly. They, in my sense, kind of belong to a Nintendo console because Nintendo is usually family friendly, so it makes sense. I just buy all my Lego games on my Wii U. Then Paper Mario has a 2016 release date, but no month or day attached to it. It just says 2016. I have no real connection to the Paper Mario franchise. If you are, it's cool. And then Zelda will be pushed to 2017, and that's it. That's it for the Wii games from now till 2017. Oh my god, that is very, very frightening. Like I said, Nintendo's letting the Wii U die. Now, the next thing. I'm gonna talk about a big rumor that just came out for the Nintendo NX. If this is true, I'm not against it, but I have worries about it. The biggest rumor now is that the Nintendo NX will have cartridge games again. Oh yeah, remember these things? These were awesome. Big rumor is, Macronix is a company that makes the ROMs for the 3DS cartridge games for Nintendo. They also had an investors meeting because most companies, their fiscal year ended and they have investor meetings. And they said, well, first up we have a new ROM. That ROM can carry up to 32 gigabytes of storage. Second, we're gonna have to make that ROM millions of pieces of it, like we're gonna really have to ramp up production from this new ROM. But they didn't say why. They sell their ROMs to Nintendo. 3DS is slowing down. It just is. So, plus this new ROM is not really for the 3DS, but it's in the same thing, it's a ROM to put in cartridges. So now the rumor is, of course, Nintendo's NX won't have a CD or an optical drive, it will use cartridges, namely these new Macronix ROMs of 32 gigs. I have an issue with that. 32 gigs is a lot for a cartridge, but not a lot in modern gaming storage. Because Blu-rays have 50 gigabytes of space or storage memory to put a game on it. PlayStation 4 use Blu-rays, Xbox One use Blu-rays. So that's almost double of what the Macronix ROM will have. So in that sense, Nintendo will be not on par with its current competitors again. It won't be up to speed like it usually is with technology. They always have some quirky, weird thing that keeps them behind in technology space compared to their competitors. Or maybe the new ROM won't be 32 gigs, maybe it will be 50 gigs. Maybe they will put two ROMs in one cartridge and make it a 60 gig cartridge. The big advantage of this, if this would have been true First off, I think it would have been awesome because cartridges are very durable. They won't get disc rot. If you throw them, they won't break, they won't scratch. They have almost no loading time. This is the biggest advantage Nintendo could have. On PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, the games, if you put the disc in, the game will write to your hard drive, because if the game needs to load from your disc, it takes a lot longer time than it does from your hard drive. So the game's installed to your hard drive and your CD or your Blu-ray is only an unlock key eventually, actually. Game cartridges have no loading time. If this is true and they can make 60 gig game cartridges, they don't need a big hard drive because these things are so fast the game can stay on the media it's sold on. That would be amazing, right? But there is an issue. Game cartridges can be notoriously expensive. And I have an example of what I mean when game cartridges are expensive. Discs are just cheap as to make. This is plastic, it has a print in it, and the ROM, it can drive the price up really bad for games, over $60 or euros. This would be a really bad thing for Nintendo if their games become super expensive again. This is my still original copy of Perfect Dark. And as you can see, the price tag is still on it. For one reason, it's, I don't know, I think stuck on there with super glue or something. I tried to get the price tag off when I bought this brand new, but it was destroying the box art. So I just had to leave it on, otherwise my box art would have been crap. But it says 2,999 Belgian franc. When this game came out, we still have francs in Belgium before we had euros. Now, if I do the calculations from Belgium, from 3,000 Belgian francs to euros, that will mean 75 euros for Perfect Dark as a game. Games are usually 60 euros or dollars. This was 75, 50 more than your standard price today for a cartridge. If the new NX games come on cartridges and they cost more than $60, Nintendo will have a disadvantage out of the gate again. That would suck so hard. But on the other hand, it does have a lot of advantages. Again, this is just a rumor that just came out, fresh out of the gate. But it would be kind of cool if it did, right? Anyway, this is my video on the NX news that came out this month, of the investor meeting and of the cartridge rumor, blah, blah, blah. So, what do you think of all this news? Are you excited for the NX? Leave it in the comments below. And as always, enjoy and keep playing. Bye.